This is the National Football League.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have. Back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Following, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
On 2nd and 12, Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Arizona.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Cook running right. Cook a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Cousins on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 16, Murray. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now Cousins on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it in. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, 24 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's got this to Jefferson. first down. Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Final play of the half. Cousins rolling to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Play fake. Murray on the move to his left. And now here is another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 29, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. Again, a run with Connor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The football going back to the Vikings offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
48 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Cousins will try and throw. Flush to his right. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats...
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So that one will be accepted. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's ARZ. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10 is Counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Baker with a pick. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And my friend, drama as they get the lead here in dramatic fashion in the final moments of this one.
The only way they can win, find a way into the end zone as the time was dwindling. Defense knew it, still couldn't prevent it.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.